Daily horoscope for January 19th, 2024. General daily insight for January 19th, 2024. Knowledge is power. Intellectual Mercury harmonizes with expansive Jupiter, asking us to broaden our horizons through travel, communicating with intelligent people, or taking a class that interests us. Unfortunately, as fair Venus squares confusing Neptune at 10:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, gray areas appear all over. The truth could be nigh impossible to find, and creative endeavors may be thwarted. Still, once carrying Luna conjoins innovative Uranus, we can open our hearts to change, though mood swings and uncertainty are still present. Don't be caught unaware. Aries, March 21st to April 19th. Knowing who to trust can be tricky at this time. You might be faced with two different stories that both sound pretty good but conflict with each other, and you're not sure which one more closely resembles reality. These stories could be coming from strangers, friends, coworkers, customers, or even spiritual leaders. When it comes to what really happened, reserve your judgment and avoid letting your emotions get ahead of your reasoning. Remember, the truth will eventually be revealed to everyone. Taurus, April 20th to May 20th. Your perspective might be skewed, landing you in hot water. You potentially have a lot of emotions tied up in a situation that's going awry, and because of your emotions, you're at risk of jumping onto a side that isn't the right one. Defensiveness and exaggerations are both pitfalls that you could fall into, especially if you aren't grounded and you don't notice when other people work to manipulate your emotions. The more control you have over yourself today, the better. Gemini, May 21st to June 20th. An authority figure in your life might clash with a peer. You could feel caught in the middle of two people who both have a strong influence on your life, perhaps your boss and a coworker or a parent and a friend. Regardless, they're unlikely to see eye to eye. You may not know who you want to side with, so make a point of staying neutral unless you feel morally called to one side. That should be the fastest way to douse the fire. Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Bad habits may be blocking your path forward. Your recent life could feel rather unfocused as you let the currents of time carry you where they will. Watch out, this might be about to take you over a waterfall. There needs to be a little bit of paddling coming from you in order to reach the shore and enjoy some stability rather than just ending up wherever life pushes you. Search for a way to ground yourself and start tracking your progress. Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. You may need to get your hands dirty at any moment. A moment when you once avoided some hard work may turn into a glaring problem that needs immediate attention. Distracting yourself by focusing on things you enjoy doing more or even honing more enjoyable skills. But the more you look away, the more time the issue has to grow and grow. If you aren't careful, things could get unmanageable. Don't hesitate to tackle it before it gets any bigger. Virgo, August 23rd to September 22nd. Travel might be calling your name. You may feel that it's too sudden or too chaotic to plan or attempt travel at this time, but getting out of your comfort zone in small ways could be enough to fulfill this need for change. Consider visiting a new restaurant or watching a unique film. The scenery around you can inspire you and heavily affect both your mood and mindset, so making a quick detour out of your normal scene should be worth it. Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. You might be collaborating with someone you've never worked alongside before. It may be that you've wanted to work with this person for a while, or they could simply be much more experienced than you. Either way, you're now able to glean knowledge from their words and see them in action as well. Do your best to make the most of this opportunity and stay humble, because acting as if you know more than you do will likely land you in hot water. Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Someone else can take the reins. You could sometimes feel like you have to do everything yourself, unwilling to let others help, even when you need it. This might be wearing you down. It's okay not to be okay, and if you need a helping hand, you should ask for it. Letting another person see your vulnerabilities can seem uncomfortable, and no, they may not help in exactly the way you'd prefer, but the recovery time is worth taking a backseat at the moment. Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Bending the truth is probably very tempting. It may be hard to be honest today, because speaking truthfully might cast you in a negative light or be painful to the person hearing the truth. Even so, being open about what's on your mind is the healthier option in the long run. Although blunt words can cause hurt in the moment, either to you or the person hearing them, ultimately, everyone involved will learn that they can trust you to be sincere. Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. You're creating your own avenue. You may have had a hobby that you want to turn into a side hustle, even if there isn't quite a niche for it yet. This is where you get to find out how you operate in uncertainty and how dedicated you can be when the future is vague. Try out different methods to engage attention, make valuable connections, and engage with a community that both understands you and wants what you're bringing to the table. Aquarius, January 20th to February 18th. Family members, found or biological, have wisdom to offer. They may provide their knowledge by telling you about past experiences that they or other relatives went through, or you could just see what they're going through and contemplate whether or not their path is one you wish to emulate for your own future. Whether you're creating a family of your own at this time or building a life on your own, learn from those who came before you to create what you want now. Pisces, February 19th to March 20th. What you want matters, Pisces. You may have stayed quiet about your hopes and dreams as of late, preferring to work on them in silence to see how close you can get to the goals that you have for yourself. Keep in mind that sharing the progress that you've made is a great way of boosting your confidence. Even if some of the people that you're explaining your vision to don't quite understand it, say it proudly anyway. You never know who's listening.